Anthropic just accidentally leaked 500,000 lines of their own source code on NPM. Yes, the company building Claude just exposed their own internal architecture. We've got the details.
Welcome to 5-Minute AI News for Wednesday, April 8th, 2026. We are also looking at a massive new compute deal, Google's AI search accuracy problem, and an unprecedented alliance between top labs to stop model theft.
Let's start with that massive leak. Anthropic pushed an update to their Claude Code command line interface, version 2.1.88, and accidentally included a source map file. That human error exposed over 500,000 lines of TypeScript.
It's wild. It revealed internal model code names, unreleased features, and their multi-agent orchestration architecture. The code was quickly archived to GitHub, but the internet never forgets. It really shows how vulnerable proprietary AI is to simple packaging mistakes.
Speaking of unintended consequences, a new study looked at Google's AI overviews in search. Gemini is now roughly 91% accurate, but at Google's massive scale, that 9% failure rate means tens of millions of incorrect answers every single day.
Exactly. They include a disclaimer that AI makes mistakes, but the sheer volume of misinformation is still a huge concern. And on the topic of questionable metrics, Meta has actually created an internal leaderboard ranking employees on their AI token consumption.
They are handing out titles like Token Legend and Cash Wizard. It's an interesting way to gamify AI adoption internally, but it definitely raises the question of whether burning through millions of tokens actually equals higher productivity or just volume.
Moving over to model releases, Meta AI just dropped something incredibly useful for edge devices. It's called EUPE, which stands for Efficient Universal Perception Encoder. These are compact vision models under 100 million parameters that can do image understanding and dense prediction all at once.
They used a clever proxy teacher method to distill knowledge from giant models down into something that runs on an iPhone 15 CPU in under 7 milliseconds. That is huge for augmented reality headsets and smartphones. Meanwhile, Anthropic is pivoting to security with a new model called Mythos.
Mythos is currently in preview, and it's specifically built for defensive cybersecurity tasks at high-profile enterprises. It's a clear signal that general-purpose chatbots are just the beginning, and highly specialized, high-stakes models are the next frontier.
On the open-source front, Microsoft's Bing team just released Harrier. It's a new embedding model that supports over 100 languages and just took the top spot on the MTEB benchmark.
That's going to be massive for developers building multilingual apps. And if you're just a regular consumer, you will see AI popping up in more everyday places. Google Maps is now using Gemini to automatically generate captions for the photos and videos you upload.
All of these new models require staggering amounts of computing power, which leads us to infrastructure. Anthropic just signed a massive deal with Google and Broadcom to secure multi-gigawatt TPU capacity coming online in 2027.
That multi-gigawatt scale highlights the intensely capital-heavy nature of this industry. The race for hardware is accelerating everywhere. Uber is actually expanding its AWS contract to run its ride-sharing features on Amazon's custom AI chips instead of standard silicon.
It's a huge shift towards specialized hardware. Intel is also scrambling to keep up, repurposing 2 of its plants in New Mexico entirely for advanced chip packaging. They are combining multiple chiplets into custom high-performance AI processors to try and claw back market share from TSMC.
Speaking of industry competition, we are seeing a rare alliance. OpenAI, Anthropic, and Google have reportedly teamed up to combat the unauthorized copying of their AI models by Chinese competitors.
It's fascinating to see these fierce rivals collaborating. It really underscores their anxiety over intellectual property theft and the geopolitical stakes of staying ahead in AI research. We are also seeing intense competition for talent right here at home.
Definitely. Jeff Bezos' AI startup, Project Prometheus, just poached Kyle Kosick. He is an ex-AI co-founder who recently worked at OpenAI. That's a major flex for Prometheus in a very tight labor market.
And we shouldn't count out the smaller players. RC, a startup with just 26 people, is rapidly gaining traction with its high-performing open-source large language models. It proves you don't need a multi-gigawatt data center to make waves in the open-source community.
That brings us to the end of today's update. To recap, Anthropic's accidental leak of 500,000 lines of internal code is a stark reminder of how fragile proprietary secrets can be in the AI arms race.
If you found today's breakdown helpful, please take a second to like, subscribe, and leave us a review on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. It really helps the show.
Thanks for tuning in, and have a great day.